What is up, everybody? Welcome, or of course, welcome back. Firstly and foremostly, a little bit different today. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching my YouTube channel, for being here. Those of you who haven't yet subscribed, thank you. Those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. The members on this channel, as well as each and every one of you for just trusting in me as a manifestation teacher, a support network, and of course, a coach. You know, I've been teaching manifestation for just on or conscious creation in my own way for the last 2 years and have been on YouTube for the last 8 months. And I think today's success story is when I got the success story from my client, I actually told her and I actually thought to myself, this is exactly the reason why I do everything that I do. And this is truly, as the title suggests, a miracle on Manifestation Street. And I want to start today's video off with a phrase from the Bible, from Matthew 13:12, and it is, whoever has will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have, will be taken from them. And when we go through today's success story from my incredible client who took an email coaching from me, so we had a series of 5 emails when I was doing my sales probably 2 months ago. She was manifesting a few different things, and one of them, I don't know if she had the least amount of resistance to it, but it's an incredible, it's the most amazing success story I've had until date. You know, I've had people manifest SPs, I've had people manifest exes back, I've had people manifest, you know, being unblocked. I recently had somebody manifest a new beautiful relationship, the relationship of her dreams. I've had people over 40 with pregnancies. But this one is truly something that I can testify to, that the attitude of gratitude, and not the conventional or the comparable gratitude that you may say, well, I have a really good life compared with, say, for example, people in third world countries. I need to compare myself. I better be grateful for what I have. But actually being grateful in being aware of what you have in the worst situations. Worse is again a comparable, because there is no worse, there is no good, there is no bad. Everything is only what it is based on how you give it meaning, right? So everything is just awareness and consciousness. But when we can truly be aware of what we actually have, for example, this incredible tree behind me, this smartphone that I have, the fact that we have, you know, a 5G network where we can watch videos like this, small things like this that we can be grateful for every day. And also when it comes to manifesting, understanding that we manifest what we have. And this is why in my 21-day challenge, I always say one of the first things is be grateful for the things that you don't already have. And also be grateful for the things that you already have. And once you start to have this sense of awareness, this state of consciousness, you will see the beauty manifest before your eyes. It is like you align yourself to your higher being, to your higher state of consciousness. And I don't want to talk too long today because I do want to get into the success story, but we can truly see this in today's success story. With that being said, let me bring it up and we're going to get straight into it if I can actually find it. So, as I said, this was a client of mine who reached out for a number of things, but she does have a child who is 5 years old. And let's get straight into it. I am here, dear Bianca, I am here to share my amazing success story about my son, Zachary. As I told you previously, he is 5 years old and almost has no speech at all, very little consciousness, and has been pre-diagnosed with autism. You recommended me to try the following technique. Writing down each day just 3 things that I am grateful for regarding my son, Zachary. Actually, there is no more that I do than just that. It is just this technique. And see how just by becoming grateful, I know I do this with people who may be in a lower vibrational frequency, and I know that it can be really difficult because personally I have been in situations in my life where I have not wanted to get out of bed. I know that in a couple of my videos, I also did lose a parent to suicide, and I felt that extreme lack and felt that extreme not wanting to be here energy of just desperation and low energy vibes. So I get it. It can be really difficult to say, be grateful for something, be grateful. But when we start step by step to realize, like, as I said at the beginning of this video, the smartphone that we have, how incredible it is, how much of a miracle our life is, and how much abundance can be found in the small aspects and the small pockets of life, you will see your life start to move in an upward spiral. Let's continue. So just this technique, she just wrote down 3 things that she was grateful for regarding her son every single day. The results came in very quickly, she says, and were a bit of a shock at first, but I told myself that that was my new norm and standard. So she kept telling herself that this was her new normal and her new standard, which is something I always say. This is your new normal. Being committed to is your new normal. Being asked out on dates is your new normal. Having your SP is your new normal. Being, hit up on by people is your new normal. Whatever it is that you want. Having money in your account every single day is your new normal. My son started addressing to me such simple phrases as, open the fridge. I want a cartoon. I want a drink. And once my mum asked him, what do you want? And got an answer from him, I want a hot dog. That was the first time. He started asking questions then, like, where's the pillow? And this was a complete miracle to me. Also, once every 3 to 4 months, Zachariah undergoes a procedure called EEG, electroencephalogram, and a kind of brain scanner. I tried to manifest good results, but when they arrived, there was no positive dynamic whatsoever. It even looked a bit worse than the previous one. I felt puzzled and a bit sad for a moment, and then I opened my notebook and I scripted. Because whenever you do a coaching with me or you do a DM coaching, I always say, have a gratitude journal. This is how I manifested my ex. I always had a notebook with me, and whenever a negative thought came in, I just wrote. Because this is about transforming your subconscious mind, right? As we know. Where was I? The next day, sorry guys. And then I opened my notebook and scripted. I'm grateful for great results of Zachariah's EEG. The next day, I went to see Zachariah's neurologist. This summer, I decided to change doctors. We didn't see any progress with the previous one, to show him the results. I also told him about the whole progress that we had. He smiled and nodded, looked through the results, and literally said the following. It is true that the EEG results do not really show any of the positive dynamics. But to tell you the truth, EEG is considered to be just an additional type of medical checkup. And it is the results might not even be taken into consideration. The main thing is the objective progress of Zachariah, which is brilliant. I think we'll need just a year for the complete rehabilitation. Oh my God, Bianca, I always used to think of EEG as something crucial and extremely important. I used to wait nervously for the results. It seemed so fundamental to me. And now it appeared to be quite the opposite. That was because the story that she started to tell herself through her scripting, it's not that the story just changed automatically, although in her situation it came quite fast. Maybe she had a very low level of resistance to the entire situation, I'm not too sure. But based on the scripting and based on the 3 things that she said every day that she loved about her son, incredible. And the story changed because she was able to switch up her state of consciousness of being into realizing actually this EEG isn't that important, because she didn't give it meaning to that, right? As I said at the beginning of this video, things only can have meaning if you are the one giving them said meaning, right? There is actually no good and no bad. There is just the meaning that you give to the situation or the circumstance. So everybody sees and says that Zachary has changed completely. His teachers and other kids in the kindergarten, his defectologist and others. I'm so grateful to you for helping me to shift my awareness. Again, shift her awareness. Consciousness is the only awareness. It is just you and yourself shifting yourself. And again, where is that attention going? Is it going on the fact that, for example, for her, EEG is difficult, or is it going on EEG is easy? Which state of consciousness did she decide on? She decided on that EEG is easy. She decided to see that Zachary, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I would say Zachary, but I think his name is Zachary, sorry. She started to see the beauty in her son. And as I said, Let's repeat. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have, will be taken from them. Because remember, as God's children, or as universe, as consciousness, as perfection, everything is perfect. It is only through our limiting beliefs and the way that we have trained our subconscious mind based on our 3D reality that we get out of alignment with actually the perfection of who we are. I am perfection. I am God. I am queen. I am a goddess. I am amazing. Obviously, you don't say those things to people when you meet them, but you believe actually these things from a very non-egoic standpoint. And then manifestations come in so easy. It is that simple. So I'm so grateful for you for helping me shift my awareness and create the new story with my son. He is getting well and showing amazing results. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know I said that in one of my videos as well, the 3 words that will bring your manifestations so fast into fruition. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the small things. Thank you for the big things. Thank you for the non-existent things. Thank you for the things that exist. They're all in your state of consciousness. They're all in your state of awareness. So with that being said, I hope that this little success story can really help you understand that all things are possible. Truly, all things are possible. If there's one thing that I've learned as a manifestation coach, it's really that miracles can happen if you truly trust, believe, and you stay in the state of knowing that what you haven't yet manifested is either already done or on its way. Then you will see these things show up, and you will become consciousness, you will become awareness. And when you achieve that level of easiness and simplicity in your life, you will see that everything and anything is truly possible and doable. So thank you again, guys, for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I also really appreciate this client for reaching out to me and trusting in me as a coach. I thank each and every one of my clients. Of course, if you do need any help with your manifestation as an accountability partner, if you want to do any email coaching with me, any DM coaching with me, one-on-one calls, all my information is, of course, in the description below. This is exactly why I do what I do. That is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much. I love and adore each and every one of you, and we'll see us in the next video. Bye for now.